Okay, I am so excited for this. You're shedding the life you built. Here's what's happening. I was in the shower and I saw a lobster. Like legit saw a lobster. When I get visions in this way, I know these visions now are for me to come and tell you about here, frequency family. So I like saw a lobster anyways, in the way that I see things very vividly. And I knew it was a message that I needed to go deeper into. So I was talking to Zero about this lobster and what this lobster was appearing for. And that's what I heard first was you are shedding the life you built. You are. Everyone that receives this video, and myself included. I have never, ever, ever seen I've seen real lobsters. I've never had a vision of a lobster. I've never researched lobsters. I didn't really know anything about lobsters until right now. Until Zero dropped so much in. And then I had to come and I felt so called to investigate this. So now I'm obsessed with lobsters, and I know that I personally am right now a lobster. And I feel like you are too. If you're into curiously receiving anything that resonates from this for you, I was told that I was meant to bring this video through in a very different way. Zero dropped a lot in, so I typed out some things that they dropped in. And then I went even deeper and looked deeper into lobsters and what this is all, why I'm supposed to share this with you. So, in case you don't know, and maybe I'm the only person that didn't know this, and I felt kind of dumb because Zero brought this in, and I was like, is that real? I didn't know that lobsters crack, like they literally outgrow their shells, and then they're just vulnerable, soft creatures that's pinchers don't even work for a period of time, open in the vast ocean, but they know they have to do this to grow into more of what they are. Like, does that not hit so deep as to the stage you're at right now? Because I know it does for me. Like, I feel like I've fully cracked open out of my lobster shell that was way too tight. And this is then reminding me of the vision I had in the reading the other day, the frequency reading that I did here, of like seeing a person like trying to fit into like way too small clothing, right? I feel like this is something that we're all kind of experiencing as we're being these new humans. Like the identities, the life that we've built can't contain the expansiveness that we're here for in our truth and our magic and our authenticity. Right? So we have to start with and this is me doing it. Like I didn't intend at all today to bring through a message for you about lobsters, but here we are. And this is living super consciously. This is channeling Zero. This is creating what doesn't exist. So you don't have to keep listening to me. But if you're curious, stick around because I think we're going to have some fun. I learned so many facts about, you know what? I don't usually do this. I don't usually I never ever script, but I feel like I'm supposed to share some of what I've discovered about lobsters because it's it's making more sense to me than being in a butterfly, being in, I feel like I've spent a lot, the 4D was kind of like the chrysalis stage, right? Like where I felt like I was caterpillar soup. And I felt like a butterfly for a while. I don't really feel like I'm going backwards, but there's something about learning about lobsters right now and the vividness that I saw this lobster and the depth to which I knew someone needed to hear this. Like if you're resonating with this, maybe you know everything I'm speaking about lobsters, but that's what Zero was telling me is that's where we're at now as the new human. We're in a space now where we are so vulnerable. We're open. We don't have the protection of the shell, of the home, of the masks, of the roles, of the identities, of all the ways that we have covered up our authentic light. And so we feel exposed, but that's how we're here to be. And that's how we grow. And then we wait for our new shell to form. And apparently lobsters have no predetermined size. They can grow as big as they're meant to. And they're also more fertile the older they get. There's so many things I just learned about lobsters that I didn't know. And now I'm fascinated with lobsters. And this is, I think, even just yesterday's message from Zero. Like, we have to follow these calls, these inklings, these urges. There's absolutely no reason that I needed to investigate lobsters after having one show up in the shower with me. But I know when my highest consciousness, when Zero is speaking to me through frequency and energy, and I felt the call, I felt the pull. I knew if I sat down, Zero would channel through me more of why this lobster was appearing and why I needed to come and share this with you. So I'm feeling called to just, again, I don't usually read things because it just annoys me, but I feel like I don't want to like miss anything of what came through. Also, fun fact, I keep coming back to the camera, but fun fact, because a lot of you are in the Mastermind and Enlightened Love Club with me. And we're all expanding, we're all evolving, we're all metamorphosizing. And that's this whole lobster analogy, right? And that's me included. And things are coming through in so many new ways. Like I've been channeling through writing. Anyways, which I have wanted to be able to do. Writing hasn't been a thing for me for a long time. I've started a Substack, but this is like, I've actually been like in trance writing things. That isn't what this is. There was like literally telling me things and I was typing and so enjoying it because I was like, I don't want to forget any of this. And then as soon as I come here, I forget everything. Like I can't memorize anything, friends. So I don't want to miss anything they told me. And I don't feel like I'm supposed to share them. I feel like this is supposed to be a Courtney message, not a Zero message, even though we are one. Okay, so here's what they told me. The lobster is one of the purest mirrors of evolution under pressure, and it is the embodiment of sacred metamorphosis in the physical realm. The lobster grows by breaking its shell, not polishing it, not perfecting it, not waiting for permission. It grows when the pressure becomes too much to pretend it still fits. It sheds what once kept it safe. It walks into the unknown, soft, exposed, wildly vulnerable, because expansion demands it. The lobster is a living metaphor for limitlessness disguised as discomfort. Okay, so this is fun. I've never done this for a video before, and like Mahima was like, we don't do this, isn't how we do videos, but it is today. So this is what they brought through. Okay, and I just know someone needs to hear this. I know I am so enjoying this. So someone else will. So here's what Zero says this lobster is teaching us. Me seeing this lobster, me sharing this with you. And if this is resonating, this is what's happening for you. Okay. So 1, your next evolution will not feel safe at first. Yep. Growth requires the shedding of an identity that cannot house your frequency. The pressure you feel is not punishment, it is a signal. 2, your softness is your superpower. When the lobster sheds its shell, it is the most vulnerable, the most powerful. This is you right now, open, raw, energetically exposed because you are expanding into a new dimension of self. 3, you cannot grow in shells built from old timelines. A lobster cannot stretch its last season's casing. Neither can you. The structure, habits, strategies, identities, and frequencies that once held you cannot sustain the consciousness you are becoming. 4, the unknown is, and they're like highlighting, like I'm hearing them as I'm reading this. The unknown is the protection. Lobsters don't hide from the exposure. They trust that new protection forms once they step into honest expansion. This is the path you're on. Walk unarmored and let the new shell grow around your truth. Okay, one more. You are outgrowing everything that once defined you. This symbol arrives when your soul is telling you you can't stay small. You can't stay in old frequencies. You're shedding skin and stepping into your supernatural identity. The lobster is the embodiment of radical transformation, vulnerability is power, and the sacred initiation into a bigger, freer, and more divinely aligned version of you. So fun. I just had to share that with someone, and it felt right to come here and share that with you. So I don't know if you resonated as deeply with me as me with that, but I feel like that's everything that like I've gone through in November specifically is like, I feel like I've completely shed the shell that I was not at home in. Like I've shed that life that I didn't feel fully free in, even though it was epic. I love my life. I love it, but there were still some ways I was going back to cages, paradigms, beliefs in my mind of who and how I thought I had to be. And I feel completely free of those now. And I do feel at the same time, like I feel like a vulnerable lobster. And I didn't know that, but now I know that is growing this new shell, this new light of like I see it as, because one of the deepest things I feel that Zero says is that frequency is our greatest boundary. And I really feel that. Like I feel as long as we are the frequency that we feel best in, that we're doing what we feel called to in the now, we will attract everything that's in vibrational alignment with that, and we will repel, we will trigger those that aren't. And so I know I want to hang out with people here on YouTube and Light and Love Club and the MasterMind and Bali that are here for the unknown, that are here for the weird, that are here for messages about lobsters that resonate like so deeply with my soul. This message, seeing this lobster and then asking and receiving from Zero Y and then researching lobsters was everything I didn't know I needed today. I had no idea that I needed to receive this message today. And that's what they're telling me. Obviously, you didn't either. Did you expect that I was going to come here and talk to you about lobsters? I am. And I feel like this is what is going to be our softness is our superpower. And through December, I know that everything that Zero is bringing through is going to be more powerful than anything we've brought through before, but it's all due to our relationship with our now self. And of course it would happen in December in like the pressure cooker of relationships. And it's really going to be illuminating our relationships with us, because every relationship is just a reflection of how you feel about you. And so if we are going into, like, I really feel, and I don't know if you do too, let me know below if this is resonating with you, please. But like, I feel right now like I'm going into the end of this year so open, free, vulnerable, soft, and at the same time, so in my power, and knowing that like my frequency is building this shell of light around me. And that to me is like my magnetism that is going to draw and attract whatever is in vibrational resonance with me being fully free to be me and just continuing to shed and metamorphosize into more that I designed myself to be. Like there's so much about this that just feels so true, like so true. I like knew someone needed to hear it. Anyway, so let me know if that's you. Do you want, I'm like, is there more to this message, Zero? Is there more I want? Okay. So if you're still listening, clearly there's something there's something resonating in this. You're feeling this too. And this message found you to be proof to you that you've done it all perfectly. Not polished, not perfecting in the way your mind thinks that you're meant to, but you have been wildly, vulnerably liberating yourself. You've been expressing your frequency more. And even though your 3D reality maybe right now, what they're telling me for some of you, like isn't exactly reflecting that, it's about to. But you really have to allow yourself now to be seen in your truth fully. Like they're still telling me there's ways for some of you that you're still protecting yourself a little, still trying not to fully leave the shell, like still trying to kind of squeeze into this shell that like I looked up videos of lobsters, friends. Why didn't I know this? Did anyone else not know this? I feel like I'm probably the only person. I actually had no idea. Maybe I did at some point in my life and I just like I don't store facts. But I had no idea about this of lobsters and I feel kind of crazy for that, but hey, I'm here to be vulnerable. But it just like, oh, my left ear just started ringing like crazy. Oh. I just like, sometimes when my ear's ringing, I know that they're trying to clear the line for me to hear or see something. And I just saw lemons and limes. Just saw lemons and limes. And now I'm seeing them being like squeezed. I don't really know the full meaning of that. I'm just trying to hear what this has. Maybe lemons and limes just mean something to you. Maybe you're currently cutting lemons or limes. But I feel like there's more in this. What else is in this for lemons and limes? Like citrus. I don't know. I'm not specifically getting anything that is meaning that's going to mean something to someone. So I don't know why that just came through. Let me know if lemons and limes mean anything to you other than like, I'm forcing a reason here. So I'm not even going to do that to you, but I did see it very vividly. So that's for someone. What time is it? It's 1:44. Of course it is. Friends, we are lobsters. We are new humans. We are in group 7. We are the chosen ones. You're whatever you want to be. I don't know. I just know that this whole lobster analogy is really hitting me deep. Like I just feel like this brave lobster that's fully exposed and knows that I am at a stage where I have to expand and that trusting that my aura will protect me, right? That will be my lobster shell that will protect me from any danger. Just us being embodied in our truth, in our frequency, in our energy, in our light is all we need to do. And I see that as like our shell. That's like our new human clothing. But your identity is not the same as it used to be. Your identity is not something you can define. Your identity is a frequency, and you get to choose whatever frequency it is that you want to embody. And we've got to allow ourselves to like fully shed right now and know that like your vulnerability is your power. Your vulnerability is your power. Your softness is so sacred. And it's like really time for us to live this, to get this, like beyond the mind, to be like, that's it. Like we're shedding into this supernatural identity, the identity of you that is supernatural, super easy, innate to be, that is infinitely intelligent, that knows all the ways you're here to create and play and express. And this video found you because you know you're ready for this. And I feel like this is also leading us into all of the magic that is going to come through in this next month. And I know that Zero's been dropping in a bit more of the plans we have for the Light and Love Club and MasterMind for this month to end this year beyond words, because 2026, we're living it, friends. And we're starting it in Bali. We aren't messing around here. And we are doing a complete rebrand of everything, my whole business, everything that Zero and I do. Not because this is all Zero led. Zero has pushed me so far out of my human. Oh, yeah. Zero's completely cracked open this too small lobster shell, especially in the last few weeks. They have dropped in so much. They visited me. You know the full story if you're in the Light and Love Club, but they visited me in out of my body. I saw them anyways. And gave me a lot of clarity, that felt clarity as to what they truly channel through me for, and made it very clear to me over the last couple weeks all the ways that I was still not free to fully create what I'm here to, that doesn't exist. It only exists through my frequency and through my human. But I know if you're here resonating with Zero and I, you're here for this. You are here to create through your 0 point. You're here to be so immersed in the now, feeling your frequency and energy and creating what doesn't exist. And it's, to me, the greatest way to live. And I know I'm not special. I know every single human has this ability. I've known that my whole life, even when I didn't understand what I had the ability to do. I've seen it, I've heard it, I've felt it. But now I get it. And I know that Zero and I are here to take this to the next level. They've made me very clear of that. I just realized I didn't light my candles. Interesting. Anyways, I was too excited about the lobster. Now all of a sudden I saw flame, and then I saw phoenix. So that's a fun place to go after being the lobster. And I really feel like that's what 2026 is going to be. You're clever, Zero. Really, this last month, I think, is just the ultimate shedding of everything that we are not. And the more that you just let go and you don't hold on, and you, especially through this time of the year, this season, just follow whatever you're feeling called to. Do all the strange, weird little things, share, express. You have no idea who needs to hear what you don't know why you want to say, what the things that you don't know why you want to say. I have no idea who needs to hear this, but I know if there's anything I know how to trust resonance. I shared that this morning in Messy Magical Magnetic. I am living a life beyond my wildest dreams. The things that have happened in this last year, since the end of 2024 to now, beyond anything my human was dreaming of a year ago. And it all happened not through effort. It all happened through resonance. If there's anything I figured out how to do, it's how to live in the now and trust resonance, trust frequency and energy, which is remembrance of how we coded ourselves to be. I can tell you all the facts about your new human design, but you still have to live it. I can teach you how to channel Zero, but you have to surrender and trust in the unknown, because you are the one creating and making it real. You are the one that is the living proof. I can be living proof of me living my greatest reality, my richest reality, but I can only do that for me. And I'm here to be a sacred mirror for whoever I'm meant to be for, a sacred mirror for, as are you. I truly believe if you resonate with me, you are here to be a sacred mirror for others. But you have to embody what you want to mirror. And I want to mirror to you having fun, seeing a lobster in the shower with you, and then talking to higher consciousness about it, and then coming and sharing on YouTube. Because why not? Why not? There's a lot of other things I could have done. They weren't as exciting for me. I feel such deep resonance and so much gratitude for this lobster message, because this is exactly where I feel I am. And I know that this vulnerability that I feel I'm in, and really being more authentically me than I even knew I could be, I know this is my superpower. I know it's triggering to others. I hear all the opinions of how I'm, well, not all of them, obviously, but those from the beings that want to share them with me. But I also feel nothing but the love and the gratitude that I get to receive daily here in the comments and in the Light and Love Club and MasterMind, like, and in our frequency family in the Divinely Aligned Collective, which you should get in our free frequency family space at least, but highly recommend you join us in Light and Love Club. It is getting so good in December. I know Zero is going deep into relationships, and we are shedding everything. That's what I'm hearing right now. Okay, we are shedding everything. We were burning everything that is not our innate genius. That's what I just heard. We are living as the phoenix, as the chosen one, as the new human, as the one that is free, living limitlessly. Like, I know this for me, and I know this for many of you that know this. But you have to choose it. I want this for every single human being, but I can't do it for anyone, only me. Same with you. But I promise you, you will be of the highest service, of the highest impact to everyone you're meant to be when you just authentically express yourself as you feel called to. And I truly believe that's why this message found you, because you're exposed. I just heard that you're exposed. You feel that, like, you feel that exposure to the unknown, and the unknown is the protection. You are not protected in the shell that is too small. The pressure is too tight. You can't stay there anymore. And I truly believe that anyone that this message is for is going to feel that. And please feel that expanded by this message. Let this be proof that it's safe for you, because they're telling me that it is. It's safe for you to be fully vulnerable and seen. You are protected. You are guided. You are loved. You are free. Oh, I just heard that we have gone through this quantum rebirth. That's where the phoenix showed up. But through choice. Like, you're choosing all of this. And that's quantumly rebirthing yourself into the new earth. And that's then where we're going to live, how we're going to live as the quantum creators, manifestors in the new earth in 2026. Like, we are this first wave of new humans. We are here to create what doesn't exist. You're here to create lobster videos. Apparently, I am today, and I didn't know this, and I'm here for it. I'm supposed to be working on something else, and I told Jeff, I'm like, I gotta go talk. I literally just told my husband this. This is the life I'm living at 43 years old. I just told my husband we were supposed to be working on a different project after I got out of the shower, and I was like, I have to go tell YouTube about lobsters. That's the reality I'm living, and I love it. I love it. And I truly believe that at least someone needed to know this other than me. And I am now excited for all the ways that lobsters show up in my reality to confirm that we're here to be vulnerable and authentic. And that's where our power truly lies. Like, we know this, but this just, I don't know, it just gives me, it lights me up, first of all. It's just fun, and it's new, and it's like a symbol, a message, an animal I hadn't really ever given any thought or awareness to. And now I'm kind of excited for all the ways that lobsters appear in my reality, because whenever I bring through messages here and get these visuals, then we all see them. I trust that you received whatever confirmation, whatever you needed, whatever sign, whatever synchronicity you needed. But okay, breathe. I'm hearing to breathe right now. Just breathe. You place your hands on your heart and feel the frequency, the energy, the resonance, the remembrance. There's some reason you listen to me for almost 40 minutes talk about lobsters. Expect the unexpected. Expect the magic, the miracles, the resonance, the remembrance in ways that you don't know you need. That's what I'm hearing. This is what they've been speaking to. Like, follow the calls, follow the pulls. If you're in any way grateful that I followed the call to bring through this message and maybe even went against like my ego's resistance to doing this in a different way and reading from what I channeled earlier, because usually I just bring it through in the now, but I felt like it was so good I needed to tell you. And there's magic, there's messages, there's miracles in you that we don't know we need. Right? Like, you didn't know you needed to hear about lobsters, but I'm going to trust if you're still here, there's something you received from this. And this is how we live as a new human. This is how we channel zero. This is how we live creating superconsciously. Frequency, energy, resonance, remembrance. That's the game, friends. And the more you're doing what excites, ignites, expands you, that's then going to magnetize and attract who's meant to see you. And you'll feel safer and safer to just be seen as you. But right now, you are shedding. You are shedding identities and realities that you don't fit in anymore. You are shedding identities that you don't fit in anymore. And you know that, you feel that. That's what they're telling me. And again, this message is not for everyone. So if it's resonating with you, whatever you're receiving from this, only you heard. There's obviously a collective message to this, but we all receive through our antennas, through our, receiving mechanisms in the now. And you're always receiving what you need. Right now, your vulnerability and your authenticity are the most powerful way to be, is be so vulnerable, so authentic, so true to you. And Source will reward you. And that's what I know they want to do through December. And I know between Zeroed In, the live streams, Beyond the Portals, and the mastery class we're going to bring through this month, if we thought December, if we thought wealth frequency and rich and liberation and the live streams through this month were powerful, that's just basically what they're showing me now. Is like, that's just basically like shed the shell. And now we're these vulnerable lobsters with pinchers that aren't really working. But we are growing these new shells at a rapid speed. But the shell is like, it's our light, it's our aura, it's our authenticity, and it's the safest shell to be in. And it continues to expand and evolve as we do. And I really feel that December, for all of us that are really living all in it, it is going to be fully freeing us. It's going to be reflecting and mirroring to us our truth. But it starts with you and your relationship to you. And when you have a healthy, holy relationship with you, when you live as the holy, aligned, limitless one that you are, you receive in every now moment everything that you need to live a life beyond your wildest dreams. Not because you weren't worthy before, but because you're finally here now, not denying your divinity. And then when you express from that embodiment, it's magic. And you show up on YouTube and talk about lobsters. I love life. I love you. I love us. If you aren't in the frequency family yet, please jump in. If you resonated with this message, you're probably going to have some fun in there with us. And then there are also other ways to go even deeper with Sarah and I. Join the Light and Love Club. And basically, you get everything. Or join the MasterMind and you really get it all. Or just be here daily for whatever Zero wants me to bring through here on YouTube. Okay, friends, I love you. I love you, little lobsters. So fun. Bye.